Alright everybody, Legit Lee's here again, back with another video of my shipping container build. Right now, I am going to put, basically what I'm doing is finishing up the framework of the bathroom. At least I'm going to try to. Right now I have this old piece of wood that I got from my, I guess next door neighbors. They were remodeling this apartment complex right next to me. And they were throwing out all this stuff and asking me if I wanted it, so I said yeah. And so, you know, like I was telling you in all my previous videos about this whole shipping container series, is I'm trying to show you guys that you can build a shipping container home really cheap and pretty much with recycled materials. So basically this is an old used piece of wood and I'm using it for part of my frame. It's painted white. So, I mean, it's not like it really matters that it has paint on it or not, because it's going to be inside the wall where you're not even going to see it. But, right now I'm just trying to get this screw out of here. So that way I can use this piece of wood, because I have to cut it about I need a 3 feet piece to cut out and put right here along this floorboard. And I have a trick for how I do have a trick for how I'm drilling this wood into the metal frame. Because obviously this piece of the floor is actually made out of straight steel. Because, you know, it's a used shipping container. I guess the floor was rotting out, so the center piece of it, they just drilled and welded 2 pieces of steel on here. Stuff's gonna start trying to mess my stuff up. Alright. As soon as I can get this one screw out of here. It's just not budging for some reason. I suppose it's bent, but I don't care about that. Just get it off of there, out of there. Even if I have to chop that part off, that's probably what I'll end up doing anyway. I'm just going to go ahead and cut this little piece off here and then use whatever I can out of here. So let me see what 3 feet is. I have my little measuring tape right here, one of those keychain ones. I don't know where I put my big 16-foot measuring tape at, so I'm just using this 10-foot one, which is perfect for this because nothing really is going to be bigger than 8 feet. So let's see, 3 feet right here. So I have an extra, pretty much an extra half a foot. So yeah, I can cut that part off, and then from there I'll measure my 3 feet. Because this screw right here is really like in there. So what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and push it back in. And then from there, I'll cut this part off, and then go ahead and cut the 3 feet out, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like when I, with the 3-foot stick. And then I'm going to show you guys my little technique that I've been using to get this wood drilled into this floor. And good news is today I should be getting my toilet repair kit, most likely. If not, I'll definitely let you guys know. Anyway, I'm gonna cut the video out real quick and then I'll be right back. Alright everybody, I cut the piece of that 2x3 out, just 3 feet long, from this board's end, from like right here all the way over here. which will be perfect for my door because I measured the doors and they're 30 inches long, roughly. I mean, if I had to take this piece of wood back up and then fix it for the door or whatever, I could do that. It's not a big deal. Or even if I had to get like a smaller door or something. None of that stuff's really that big a deal. So, basically now what I want to show you is I'm going to be using a drill bit to drill holes straight through the wood and make it touch the piece of metal. The reason why I want it to touch is because of the fact that I want it to mark. Since this metal is a little like rusty looking, like brownish colored, when I drill it'll leave a silver look because the metal is being cut and now it's looking pure silver. So those are going to be my mark holes. So once I get those silver little dots, I'll take it out of the wood, move the wood, and go ahead and drill my my drill bit all the way through until it breaks through the piece of metal. And since this drill bit is a little smaller than my screws, basically what's going to happen is the grooves on the screws are going to catch the piece of metal and it's going to dig in and screw itself all the way into the metal and make it real nice, tough, firm grip. Because if I drill it the same size as the screw, it's not going to catch onto the metal and then it'll just be kind of just sitting there and won't actually pull the wood down to the floor. And that's what we're trying to get at, is pulling this wood down nice and tough to the floor. So what you're going to want to do is get a smaller drill bit than the size of your screw, and then make your pilot holes. That's what I call them. I think that's what they're called. Basically, where they're like guide holes. So I'm going to drill all the way through the wood where I want the screws at. I'm probably going to put about 6 screws in here. So 2 at the front, 2 in the middle, and 2 in the back. And then once I see where my hole is, then once I see where my little marks are, you'll see, once you move the wood, you'll see the silver circle dots that you made with your drill bit. And that's where you need to make sure you drill all the way through it. Alright, so let's get started. So one right here. As long as you're stepping on it, you can keep the wood from moving, and that's what you really want. I just hope this is touching, because yeah, it should be touching. I'm going to drill one piece right. Alright, when I move it, yes. Okay, as I can see, I see 2. The ones over here, I don't see. So, since my drill bit still has enough space to come out a little more, I'm going to go ahead and do that and place this right back. Place the wood right back where it needs to be at. So, there. Should be perfectly lined up right there. see them. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the camera real fast so you guys can see them too, what I'm talking about. So I like showing everything, so just bear with me. Got my camera on a tripod. I just bought this, so be patient. I know that it can be kind of difficult to be patient with people. I mean, it's like, oh, hurry up. Okay, now I'm going to put my light on and kind of zoom in so where you can see what I'm talking about and lift this up just a little bit. Okay. There's one right here and one right there. I'm gonna zoom in a little more so you guys can see it better. Now you see through all that brown you have some silver. There we go. Just want to make sure you guys can definitely see all that. So, now that I have my holes, I'm gonna go ahead and, so I don't want to break my tip. So the further in I could push the tip of, the further in I could put my drill bit, the better. So now I'm gonna go ahead and drill inside these holes right here. And then that will make my mark for where I need to put my screws at. Be patient, don't force it, let the drill bit do its work. Don't force anything, just let it catch on its own. Alright, now I have that done. Now you see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to go ahead and do the next two. I'm not going to record that since you guys already seen this part anyway. It's the same basic process, just to drill through them. Alright, and that is it. I got all 6 holes drilled out. Now it's time for me to put the screws in, and that will mount our Alright, and that will definitely mount our wood down to the frame of this. It'll definitely mount the wood to the floor. That's what I'm trying to say, I'm sorry. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and just blow or clean this little area up so that way I don't have any metal or wood chips in between all this. Matter of fact, I'll just grab this broom real fast. Clean this up. Alright. Now that everything is clean, go ahead and place our wood where it needs to be at. Perfectly mounts it up. Trying to make sure that it's nice and flush and that it's not going anywhere, obviously. Okay, if we did this correctly, we will be able to drill our screws right through the wood and into the metal frame. So, you see how it caught? That little catch means that the screw caught the metal, which is a good thing. but we're gonna have to make sure that it goes all the way down. So we're gonna have to work the screw into the hole. Sorry about that, Mom. Still, it's a little too turned all the way up, so. Alright. That's in there. Alright, you see how it went in? You just have to work them in there. I think this broke. May have to put in another screw. I'm gonna have to make another one for that probably. I mean, as long as it has one, I mean, it's not a big deal. And like I said, it's gonna be inside the wall, so. But I think that screw just really snapped with all the force. The second one anyways, that one right there. But yeah, so as long as you don't snap your screw in there, you'll be alright. I'm going to finish up the other 4. See how that one came up? See if I can find another spot. So you don't want them to come up, you want them to go where you want them to go at. Where are we supposed to go? Sorry about all the waiting, guys. I just need to get my light real fast to see exactly where my holes is at. Let's see here. Where are the holes? Oh, I see them. They're over a little bit. Alright, I think that should be it right there. Let's see if I can get this one in there. Work them in a little better. Maybe I'll go with like a bigger drill bit next time, just a little bigger, so it won't be so much of a hassle. There it goes. Nice and tight. It's in there. It's not going nowhere. Good. You just keep up the same process. You gotta just work them in a little bit, which isn't a big deal. At least now you know for sure that it's gonna be nice and tight. Not trying to break anything. What I'm gonna do is try to open that hole up a little better. I'll work on this. Drill good. Maybe that did it. Let's hope, right? Alright. Get these in. It's kind of big. Which one is this? Way too big. That's interesting. I don't know what screws it. But anyways, so far that's how I do it, and I'm sorry that the video was taking so long. I'm just kind of looking for everything still, because I mean I move a lot of stuff around when I'm working on stuff, and I don't have time to be putting it all up all at the same time. So, but anyway, hope you guys liked the video. Please like and subscribe. Let me know what you think. We'll be back in just a second with the finished product of my framing. Okay, everybody, I'm back. I got the last board put in right here. It's not going anywhere. Nice and tight. And now I have to get these up. So basically, now that I have the bottom boards, now I gotta get the wall boards up, like how I do for that and that side over there. Now, I'm doing 8 feet tall, so that means every stick I have is already 8 feet. So I have to compensate for that. So we all know that 2 by 3s, 2 by 4s, 2 is 2 inches. And then by 4 means it's by 4 inches or by 3 inches. So since this is 2 inches high already, and the roof one, the one all the way at the top is going to be another 2 inches, you're going to be at 8 feet 4 inches. So what I have to do is cut off 4 feet from each of these 8 foot 2 by 3s. So I have to cut off, bam, 4 inches off the top, which will then be able to help me mount my extra pieces, because it's going to be too long and it's not going to work out. So since I have to do that, now I'm going to have to go ahead and cut. Let's see, I'm going to need one right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if this one's mounted right here. And I wouldn't really have to worry about me putting one right here. Because this will work fine for both spots. Kind of. Maybe not. I'm still, all this is still a work in progress. I'm still like spitballing ideas and stuff, so if anybody has any information or like an idea or something that they want to add or contribute to how I'm building my stuff, please feel free to leave a comment below and let me know. I'll definitely put anybody's comments to consideration and ideas. So, but yeah, what I'm gonna do is go ahead and cut out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many have? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, I have 7 of these. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'll go ahead and cut out all 7 of them. I won't be able to do the top yet then, because I'm using up all my wood for that. Unless I use some of my 2x4s for the roof. I may do that just because it doesn't really matter if it's on the top part, because all that's just going to be holding like drywall, and the ceiling's fiberglass and all that stuff, so it won't really matter that much. So, but for right now, I know that these sticks is what I need to make for my frame of the wall, because that's what I need to stick with, because I already started with them. And plus they're cheaper than getting 2x4s anyway. It may only be like $1 or so, but $1 can go a really long way. And plus, like I said, I already had some of these from the guys next door that, you know, they recycled, so that kind of really worked out for the best anyways. Not only was it cheaper, I could use the ones that I'm using to recycle with, so. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cut out all 7 of these to down 4 inches, and then I'll start showing you guys the framework and how I'm drilling everything in. Anyway, I'll be back in just a second. Appreciate you guys. Give me one moment. Alright everyone, I went ahead and cut all 7 pillars and for my framework, and this is what I'm doing to connect them, kind of. Pretty much whatever can make it stand straight up and sturdy. I have these little L brackets that I got from Lowe's. They're real cheap, about 54 cents a piece I think, or something like that. You could put 2 screws in each piece, but that doesn't make them really sturdy. It's just one side that's sturdy. So what I did was, let me walk around here real fast. Sorry about all this. Anyway, what I did was I went ahead and, if you can see, let me back out. Sorry about that. Right there, I went ahead and drilled inward, sideways, down into the wood itself with 1 screw. So now that's very, very sturdy. It's not gonna go nowhere. So since I got that all set up, that's just 1 stick. This is for my door, where my door is going to be at, so that's good. And if I had to move it, I can. I just, you know, I don't have the door right now, so I measured a door a while back, and I remembered that it was 30 inches long for like a regular house door that you could get cheap for like 30 bucks at Lowe's. And yeah, I got all the other pillars cut. I'm about to start adding all those to my stuff. Sorry about all the moving of the camera. But yeah, so right now I'm just adding all these. I went ahead and did this one first because it's on the outside. Do this one next. All the outside ones I want to do. They're all the same length, so once the top roof part gets connected, it should be all fine. Still debating on how I'm going to do this one. I don't know if I'll probably just do it this way. To have it not like on there correctly and flush. Go ahead and add this one in. All I gotta do is get one of these L brackets. Or I'm trying to save money on this stuff, so what I'm probably gonna do is, instead of doing the L bracket, I may just go ahead and do that sideways drilling that I was doing. So let me go ahead and get a drill bit for that. And that's pretty much all I'm up to right this second. What I'm gonna do is cut the video out. Do some sideways drilling to drill both pieces of wood to the frame. Oh, basically the mount, the pillar to the frame, basically. So, but I'm gonna cut out the video. Now that I showed you that one piece that I just put up, I'm gonna go ahead and set everything else up, and then I'll show you what it looks like when all the walls are finished up. All right. All right, everybody. I'm pretty much finished. Now with all this, I need one more, probably like 2, maybe 3 more of these 2x3s, but for right now I'm done. I got the corners good, as you can see. Drilled those holes in really nice. And then some L brackets are used and some aren't. So for the most part, I only use 2 L brackets, one for this end and then one for that front door part over there. So other than that, I got this one was new right here. So that's 1, then this one right here 2, then this one right here 3, this one right here 4, this one right here is 5, 6, and 7. So yeah, let me go ahead and get you guys a better view, maybe from a side angle. I'm trying to get you guys see here. It's kind of hard too. And then I got this fan in the back, which will make a lot of noise, but so yeah, the footboards are all pretty much done. All I gotta do is get the roof part, which ain't really anything. I mean, the good thing is those aren't straight whole 8 2x3 sheets. It'll be like 3 feet that to the top from like right here all the way down that way. Maybe another 3-4 feet going from that end post to the wall over here, and then another like 8 foot will be right there, goes all the way down that way. But other than that, I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna put 2 right here, right down in these areas, so it goes up. There'd be like, instead of having that gap right there, or I may just put 1 going across from this one to that side, so that way I can mount my sink, because this is where my sink's gonna be at. So I can still sit down. It will be out of my way, hopefully. And yeah, it's coming along nice. All I gotta do is drill some holes out of here to run my wiring, which is nothing. I have some wire left over from earlier. So yeah, I hope you guys do like it. Please like, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. And if you have any questions or anything like that, you know, just hit me up. I'm not one of those types that, like, if you ask me a question, it takes me like a month or 2 to get back to you. Most likely it probably just take within a few hours. If I'm at work, then it's going to take me a few hours. But if I'm not doing anything and I'm at home and I see it on my phone or something like that, I'll go ahead and message you guys back. Just trying to give you a good view of all of this. I already know this is going to look really nice when I'm finished. I have so many ideas for this. You guys have no idea what's going to be in store for the shipping container stuff. I'll give you little bits and pieces so that way you guys can kind of like see what's really going on. But for the most part, really, I'm just trying to, basically I'm playing around with all this. Like, nothing is really nothing ever is gonna be really about how it appears to be. So yeah, that's all of it for the most part. I hope you guys do like it. You know, your comments are welcome, like I said. And this episode is going to be on the one for public viewing, because I know in my previous video I said that some videos are going to be put as only for my subscribers, just for a special thanks for them subscribing to me. And like I said, it's not to make you guys subscribe to me or anything like that. If you don't want to, I'm not going to force you, believe me. I just do that as a special thanks to my viewers that, you know, stuck with me through all of this. I know it's been a few months and, you know, life kind of gets in the way, so bear with me. You know, it's going to take me some time. I'm not rich. That's one of the reasons why I'm doing this, is because I'm not rich. So if I was rich, I wouldn't be having to build my own house out of a shipping container, obviously. This is for people who just like the retro look and want a shipping container house, that are rich, I guess, or high class people, or for the middle class people who are tired of having to pay a boatload of money on rent for a place that's not really theirs and they can't really do anything to, and they have like an artistic mind of things.
So like, you know, anything they would think about wanting to have in their house that they've seen on TV, on like a home makeover show or something like that, obviously you can't do that in the place that you're renting from. So you would like to do something like this, which will be great. I mean, I would recommend anybody doing this type of stuff. And I don't mind teaching and showing how I'm doing everything. I mean, that's pretty much what my videos are all about. Bunch of how-to videos from Legit Lee here. And like I said, hope you guys like it. The next video I will be putting up the roof frame part, like how this one is over here. So it'll go all the way around, all the way over, then up here on top as well, all the way up to the top right there. And then I'll probably have one come, most likely I will have one come over from the doorway, just depending on when I get my door and how tall the door is. I'll use that as my measuring tape pretty much to let me know where I could put my next 2x3 to connect both the whole doorway together. And then after that, it's just a bunch of drilling holes out to put the wiring, to run my wires, like for my outlets for, like, you know, if I want to have a razor or, you know, plug a phone charger up or whatever. And then my light switches as well. And oh, you're gonna love what I do to the inside of this shower. The inside shower is gonna have some lights inside of here. I had an idea of putting some inside of the roof all the way towards the top. I'm thinking about putting one, probably 4 all the way around, so like 1 in each corner. And you're gonna like that. I'll have a special switch for just that, like a light switch that you have to flick on, so that way, you know, you don't have to waste power. Say if you're only using the bathroom and, like, you know, brushing your teeth or, you know, whatever your business may be in the bathroom, you're not really using the shower, then you won't have to have the light on in there. But yeah, just stay with me, bear with me. I'm trying to get this done as fast as I can, but you know, like I said, money and personal business comes up a lot. So please like, subscribe. Like I said, let me know what you think. I know I ramble on a little bit, but I try to put as much information as I can inside these videos, so that way you guys don't have to, you know, message me all the time about stuff that you want to know about it. So I just kind of think, you know, if it was me, what would I want to know? And then I just go ahead and tell you guys that information right off the bat. But oh, next video, before I get my before I get the roof done, the ceiling, I mean, for the framing, I did get, like I told you guys, I did go ahead and get a ta-da, all-in-one toilet repair kit for my toilet. So my next video for sure will be just that. And then all I gotta do is get a toilet seat and the whole toilet will be completely functional. The only thing is, like I told you, I don't know if you guys seen the other video or not, this piece right here, I don't know if you can see it, let me zoom in a little bit. This piece is a sealant that seals the top toilet, where the water reservoir tank is. It's the seal that goes between that and the toilet bowl itself. So since the toilet bowl in that one is the one that's on there, I'm guessing it's probably dry rotted or something happened to it to where it's leaking. So what I'm going to do is replace that. I may even use most of these parts in here since they're all new. And then it should be a fully functional toilet, won't be leaking or anything like that. And then all I gotta do is get a toilet seat and the toilet will be fully functional and ready to use. And then all I gotta do after that is get me a sink. I want a vanity pedestal, that's what it's called, a pedestal sink. Instead of a vanity one, I want a pedestal, so because since this whole area is kind of compact and small, I don't want anything too big so where I can't open up my shower door like I said in my previous video. As long as I have enough room to get in there and get out of there, that's all that matters to me. But yeah, I'll get a sink put in, either a pedestal sink or maybe even just a regular mount to the wall sink type. But yeah, that's in the future. You know, it's coming on the next few videos down the line as soon as I buy the sink. But everything else is looking really good. I hope you guys like it. Thank you, and you guys have a great day.